Hello and welcome to NCTV episode 92, which is all about cricket injuries. So it's currently summer 2023, the cricket season is in full swing, if you pardon the pun, and the Ashes isn't quite going to plan for us pommies, shock horror. I realise you may or may not agree with this statement, but cricket can be an intense and thrilling sport. But unfortunately, injuries can sometimes be part of the game, as Ollie Pope, Nathan Lyon and Moeen Ali will attest to in the last week. As always though, this video will provide you, or someone you know, with some valuable tips and self-help advice should the need for it arise. Also known as the gentleman's game, cricket has its fair share of injury-prone areas. The most common areas tend to occur in the lower body, particularly the ankles, knees and hamstrings. To provide 5, looking at the first, we have 1, ankle sprains, due to sudden twists or uneven surfaces on the cricket field. Running between the wickets or fielding can increase the risk. To prevent ankle strains, make sure to wear supportive footwear and perform ankle strengthening exercises. 2, knee injuries such as ligament strains or meniscus tears can happen during sudden stops, pivots or landing improperly. Maintaining strong quadriceps and hamstring muscles through strength training can help protect your knees. Also, using proper landing techniques while fielding or diving can reduce the strain on your knees. 3, hamstring strains. The explosive movements involved in batting and bowling put a lot of stress on the hamstrings. Inadequate warm-up, poor flexibility or sudden bursts of speed can all lead to hamstring strains. Regular stretching and strengthening exercises along with a proper warm-up routine can help prevent these injuries. 4, shoulder injuries. Cricket involves repetitive throwing and bowling actions that can cause shoulder injuries such as rotator cuff strains or dislocations. Proper technique and strengthening exercises for the shoulder muscles are crucial. Remember to warm up and gradually increase throwing intensity to reduce the risk. 5, back injuries. The repetitive motions, especially while bowling and fielding, can strain the lower back. Incorrect posture, inadequate core strength and excessive bowling can contribute to back injuries. Strengthening the core muscles and maintaining proper bowling technique can help protect your back. Even some of the biggest stars have faced injury setbacks. And taking a look at a few famous examples featuring the England and Australia players, one that particularly stood out was when Steve Smith suffered a nasty blow to the head from Jofra Archer's lethal bouncer. This incident highlighted the importance of head protection and player safety. Helmets are an absolute must in cricket, so make sure that you invest in a good quality one. Another example was England's star all-rounder Ben Stokes, who fractured his finger while attempting to take a catch in the IPL a few years ago. This incident emphasised the importance of fielding techniques and wearing protective gear such as finger guards to minimise the risk of finger injuries. Other prominent injuries involved Mitchell Starc, the Australian left-arm fast bowler, and the aforementioned Sussex and England right-hand fast bowler Jofra Archer. The former suffered a number of stress fractures to the lower leg and metatarsals of the foot over the years, and likewise the latter to his elbow and back, requiring both men to have significant amounts of time out to rest and rehabilitate. These incidents reminded us that the repetitive nature of bowling can put immense stress on the body, leading to overuse injuries. And these are just a few examples of some cricket injuries that have caught our attention, and they serve as a reminder that no player is immune to the possibility of getting injured. However, it's essential to focus on injury prevention and take proper care of our bodies. Speaking of prevention, exercises like lunges, squats, calf raises, and the like can help to build strength and stability. And don't forget to warm up before each game or practice session. A dynamic warm-up routine, including mobility exercises such as leg swings, heel kicks, high knees, jogging, and other activation drills can get your muscles ready for action, minimising the risk of injury. Moreover, it's crucial to maintain good technique, listen to your body. Incorrect batting technique can put undue stress on your wrists and elbows. To avoid those nagging injuries, make sure that your grip is firm but not too tight, and practice proper follow through after each shot. Remember, the key is to let your back do the work and not your joints. For self-help, remember the RICE principle, which stands for rest, ice, compression and elevation. Rest the injured area, apply ice packs for about 10 minutes every 2 to 3 hours, wrap the affected area with a compression bandage and elevate it to reduce swelling. Remember though, if you do experience persistent pain or discomfort, don't just ignore it. Seek professional advice from an osteopath, physiotherapist, sports medicine specialist or the like to address any issues promptly so that you can continue to have a smashing time on the cricket pitch. That's it for this week's bite-sized bit to help your health flourish. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.